In the previous episode of the Nimble vlog, I addressed the following question. Which decision-making model is best to drive agility? And the answer was the DCI framework, also known as DAI. Today, let's discuss the 5 symptoms that indicate that when it comes to decision-making, your organization is sluggish, in other words, not nimble. But again, I'm not talking here about big strategic decisions. These are few and far between. Instead, I'm referring to the gazillions of decisions businesses make throughout the year. Escalation is the most typical symptoms. Decisions that should be made at lower levels are being escalated to higher levels. When this occurs systematically throughout the organization, what does it say about the corporate culture? In a sense, it says that people at all levels are afraid of making mistakes. Lower levels escalate because they don't want to be blamed if things go wrong. And higher up, they accept the escalation because they don't trust that their people can make good decisions. There is no empowerment. Another symptom is a swirl. Decisions are being made, but after a while, without any good reasons, they are being revisited, despite the fact the situation hasn't changed at all. It's like if decisions are being caught in a swirl. They are made, but they come back. They are made, but they come back. Here again, the root cause is a corporate culture that is afraid of mistakes and that has no confidence in its decision making. Third symptom, wing clipping. In this case, decisions are made at the right level in the organization. There is no sluggish escalation. But if you take a closer look, you will see that decision makers must follow a plethora of rules. And in addition, they are getting way too much direction from the higher ups. In other words, their sandbox is super tiny. They are being micromanaged, their wings are being clipped. What does it say about the corporate culture? Again, that there is a fear of making mistakes, but also that there is no trust and that there is fake empowerment. And fake empowerment is even worse than no empowerment at all. Fourth symptom, throwing under the bus. In this scenario, decision makers are being empowered. But if upper management, think about a senior executive or somebody from the global headquarters, if these folks challenge a decision, then decision makers are being left to defend themselves without any support from their local leadership. If I am such a decision maker, don't be surprised if next time I escalate. Clearly, throwing under the bus indicates a lack of leadership. And it's a corporate culture as a result that doesn't feel safe. Who wants to work in such an environment? Finally, closing this top 5 list is an over-reliance on consensus, which includes decision by committee. For sure, the approach has some benefits, primarily avoiding decisions that are unbalanced and therefore extreme, and generating buy-in. However, the disadvantages are huge. First, missing the best advice because of all the input you are getting in order to get to a consensus. Second, lots of time wasted. And third, bad decision, or at least a suboptimal one. By the way, if using properly DCI, DAI, you are avoiding these problems while still getting the benefits. If any of these 5 symptoms are prevalent in your organization, that means decision making is too slow for today's world. And in this new normal, being sluggish versus nimble is a sure way to end up like the proverbial dodo, extinct. In the next episode of the Nimble vlog, I will talk about facilitated decision aka sprints. They represent the best way to build up nimble decision-making capabilities while making actual decisions. So, stay tuned.